Pisces, your love and relationship reading for June. Okay, so at this time, there is a breakthrough in problems that you've been having in your relationship of some sort coming to a close now. It may not go off without being noticed. The Ten of Swords is quite an obvious energy at times, and it's the energy that is currently captivating your mind. Now, there seems to be some sort of a final blow coming, but the Star card and the Temperance card coming through in the near future and the bit of a further off future, say in the next 6 weeks, we've got Temperance energy. In the next 6 months, maybe that's when the Star card energy, even by like the early part of next year, I'm thinking, with this particular issue. There is restoration and healing coming, and you really do feel like that's underway now at this time, Pisces. So for me, it seems like the person you're dealing with is the one getting hurt or is hurt at this time. They're coming through in Five of Pentacles energy. And if this reading resonates with you, I'm going to do an extended based on the perspective of the person you're dealing with, and that'll be linked below. You've taken necessary action and steps recently, and you are in a good place, but you're on the fence about something within this relationship. Your Two of Wands in reverse is holding you back. It could be that you're just extremely busy with work at the moment, the Nine of Pentacles, and the relationship, for whatever reason, you've had to put on the back burner, even if it was just so that you could get some peace of mind lately, Pisces, and it does seem like that's all improving. You have been in contemplation over something. There's been something in a subconscious part of your psyche kind of imploring you to take yourself back slightly from this and pull your energy back to yourself by way of rest and healing and some sort of peace restored, because the Ten of Swords, it hasn't been so peaceful for you guys lately, and it does seem like this is coming to an end now, this sense of difficulty, or like basically a build-up of, could it be resentment, could it be deceit or selfishness? Let's have a look and clear up this reading some more. Okay, I want it to be, you guys to be able to see this a little better. Well, hopefully you can. It's a nice view in the background. It's nice and peaceful under this tree. It's pretty hot here in New York, but it's nice and cool in the shade. Okay, so let's have a look into this reading. So what are you on the fence about, Pisces? Something hasn't gone according to plan for you, Two of Wands in reverse. And what that's looking like is perhaps it was a move, perhaps it was an idea for a move, or perhaps it was something around a job. Particularly if you work together, maybe you got assigned to different roles, and or maybe if you work on a project together, artists or kind of writers or anything like that, it seems like you have different opinions on the final product, and also something in your life right now with your person, Pisces, is starting to manifest. And I think even the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck is suggesting it might even be manifesting in a slower way behind the scenes, but maybe something is starting to come to life essentially in this relationship, and you'll see that at a later date, that there were seeds being planted around now. So let's have a look then at, I guess we'll look at the Ten of Swords. What has this issue been for you guys, and what is coming to its close finally? We're having some sort of a breakthrough here, thankfully. The Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Page of Cups. So emotional breakthrough, the floodgates may indeed be opening, and there may be a emotional exchange, and people really get their feelings off their chest or feel their feelings in this relationship. So something is coming up around communication, and this seems to be a pleasant kind of healing communication. Sometimes the Page of Cups and the Star card together can represent even working with a therapist or somebody professional. If that sits with you, Pisces, leave it if it doesn't, but sometimes that can come up to like talk therapy or something, or talk healing, or just something about like self-healing, even yourself, no therapy, just like healing inner child work. Sometimes that can come up with these cards, but when I see it with the kind of some trauma or wounding with the Ten of Swords at times, it could tell me that the way to do it is to talk it out, even. As obvious as that sounds, but there does seem to be a lot of something needs to be said from the heart. It's a vulnerability, and it is a vulnerable topic here. So let's have a look at the Four of Swords. and I'll look at the Four of Swords and the Temperance card together. So in the past, Four of Swords, and in the near future, next 6 weeks, Temperance card, you're going to be accessing a greater flow and intimacy in your relationship. And basically that will be coming from a subconscious part of your psyche, Pisces, which will be suggesting that you know what feels good for your nervous system, you know what's peaceful, so you certainly know what isn't. And this is all for you to basically show up for yourself again and harness that energy. The page, or the King of Pentacles, very nice. So this is coming through as stability. I was thinking today, I have my feet in the grass, I feel very like connected to the earth right now, and I was thinking, like, you know, this, what do I feel like right now? I feel grounded, I feel calm, I feel like kind of like just sort of chill and stable, and I'm like, this is nice, like, you know, sink into this. Feelings come and go, thoughts and moods come and go, so just recognize it when it's like that. And that's what I'm feeling for you, Pisces. I happen to be a Pisces too, so maybe I really am picking up on this energy as I'm like rooted into the ground. The King of Pentacles is associated with Taurus. Four of Swords, I had a little meditation here before that reading. So okay, what did I feel like? I felt calm and balanced and stable. So you're looking for that obviously in a relationship. That feels good. And I think you're done with the toxic cycles, Pisces. Like, maybe you had your sense of some sort of pleasure out of some of these cycles that ultimately made you feel less than. You played an active role, the Magician card, you know that, but that's coming to an end. It seems what you're craving at this time is an ascension of sorts, and more harmony, flow, and a greater sense of trust, and letting the other person ascend, like yourself, Pisces, to their highest and best, and holding space there. So let's look at your role to play recently, the Magician card, Pisces. I'm seeing the energies of Gemini, Sagittarius so far. We might be getting Taurus energy here too. But if not, just no worries. Queen of Rods. And it's like, don't forget about me, says Aries. But the Queen of Rods and the Magician card, you did have a role to play in the cycles, but they've come to an end, and it's been some sort of a change of mind for you overall. We often think of the swords as the mind card, and indeed they are information and data, but the wands or rods are actually kind of like more cognitive, or the response of our actions and things like that. So there is like a motivation. They're motivated cards. And the Magician has a wand here on his desk, and you know what? You had an active role to play, but you also had an active role to play in the realization and the management of this crisis. Actually, for some people it was a crisis, maybe even involving children, if that applies. So let's see, we're headed towards the Temperance soon. You're going to be embodying this calm for the rest of, I guess, the month of July even, I'm seeing that for. So, okay, what's flinging out at me? The Fool card. Okay, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, there is a sense of victory here. Let's have a look though. Overall, I'm picking up the energy of the Six of Wands in this reading, being like you progressing leaps and bounds, having multiple successes in this relationship. Knight of Cups, this is your energy, Pisces, or maybe you're dealing with another Pisces. If so, that looks pretty successful too. But Pisces, you're having success is in this relationship. There is a lack of confidence, Empress in reverse at the bottom of the deck. It could be from their end, and I will go deeper into them. They are like, you know, yeah, if they're coming through as Five of Pentacles here with the Empress in reverse, that's a pretty similar energy of, you know, feeling unworthy, not feeling lovable, feeling depleted, feeling uncomfortable where they are domestically or otherwise, or just their situation. We'll look a little deeper into them, but I will do a full extended reading linked below, of course. But let's just glimpse into the Five of Pentacles. Your person's hurting, Pisces, and you're aware, but you know that you're aware that you're motivating them too. Or they're worried. It could be just that they're worried. Eight of Wands. But the situation that they're worried about or feeling unresolved with, Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck, Eight of Wands. Both cards suggest movement and travel and pace and destination and getting somewhere else. So I feel like that situation's going to move on for them soon. So we're going to look at the Page of Pentacles. I haven't paid too much notice to this page here yet. It's something about a hope for somebody. You want somebody to say something to you, or you want them to be the first to initiate this conversation. Page of Rods, another. So we will be talking it out. This is coming through as talking, a communication flow. That's what Temperance is too. I like this communication just all around seems to be improving for you guys. There is something you hope to say, and I think it's a nice indication that it will be heard. These people are very much like, what have you got to say? Yeah, tell me more. Like, they're interested, they understand, they care. Okay, Star card ultimately is a much more greater sense of optimism around this relationship. Now it might be something that begins brewing now, doesn't manifest until next year. But it's optimistic so far. The Three of Swords, well, feck you, okay? The Three of Swords and the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I do have the Sun card not too far away too. Look, there is happy moments ahead, of course, and feelings of completion, but the Three of Swords, not without, it's like, well, don't think, you're just going to breeze through the rest of your relationship. There's got to be moments of catharsis and healing, but you'll have a better way to approach them. Queen of Cups, you'll have a better way to manage your feelings and manage. Because a crisis is almost behind you at this time in this relationship, the Star card is saying, come to the light. It's going to be okay. You're going to soothe. Queen of Cups is very soothing, but of course there are wounds there that are somewhat unresolved perhaps, and the heart can't exactly heal with these daggers in it, so there may have to be some more work around this relationship. When does it end? Pisces, exactly. Then the relationship, is essentially, if we're to take relationships as mirrors for our journey and ourselves and learning experiences and containers for growth and holding space for the other person and nurturing, well, there's got to be continuous work, I suppose, and growth. The Three and the Queen is a 3. They are considered the number of growth and even abundance. So I like this reading. I'm going to leave it at that. If this is all you're sticking around for, thank you for watching and consider subscribing. Otherwise, Pisces, I'm going to shuffle now and do a reading based on the perspective of the person you're dealing with, and I'll link that below in the description box. Take care.